Hey, I hope you're having a good day despite the fact what's going on in the world with coronavirus. I mean, coronavirus is horrible, but honestly, what can we do about it? As discussed in the past with my emails and even some of my videos, this thing is serious and it's not going away anytime soon. So let's talk about what options we have. I mean, first and foremost, I guess this is one that seems to be being utilized by most people on the planet, or at least that's what you think when you pick up the news or Facebook, and that is getting super pissed, starting to complain and blame other people. And, while that may make you feel good in the short run, and I know a lot of people, even myself, complain about people complaining, but here's the deal. It's a waste of your emotion. And when you have all these emotions and you get really excited like this, it reduces your immune system, which is a double-edged sword because it's putting you in a bad position when there is a virus that spreads so rapidly. So maybe that's not our best option. The other options I would say is, why not start asking ourselves better questions? Questions like, what can I learn from this? Now, I know this wasn't really a human mistake, but things happen. So what can you learn from it? I know for us here in Penang, we could be better prepared because we tend to go to local places to eat almost every day because it's cheaper, believe it or not, to eat out than to eat in here. So our cupboards are pretty barren. So for us, we had to learn to stock up. And thank God Kirsten did because we pretty much had nothing in the cupboards. I don't know about you, but maybe that's something you need to consider for yourself. Another thing I would say is how can you turn this into an exercise for growth? I know it seems similar to the first, but it's really not. From talking to my family and friends back in Chicago, a lot of businesses have shut down. My sister's actually been laid off temporarily until her business can get back up. And lots of offices are telling people don't come to the office. Chicago Mercantile Exchange closed. A bunch of big office towers closed. I think 14 trade shows were canceled. Any meetings above 1,000 people were canceled in the city. So this is happening everywhere. I don't know what it's like where you're from, but take pause and go, wait a second. If they can just, my sister's told that she'll get paid, and the government says you're going to get paid, but is it going to happen before your next mortgage payment? I don't know. Probably not. So now you're going to get mortgage lates if you're running tight on cash. This is a horrible situation for a lot of people, and I think a lot of people fall in this hole here. So maybe this is time to go, okay, what can I do to prepare myself? And what can I learn from this? Because the tech companies are sending their employees home. And if you're in a career where you have to go to a place to work and trade time for money, maybe it's time to start to retool. Look, on Wednesday, one of the co-founders, Jay Kubisak, is going to have a really amazing presentation about what happened in late 2009 and how the online business really blew up. And this is a similar type situation when you look at the stock market and what's going on with, back then it was, I think, swine flu or SARS. I guess it's one of the same. So it might be a cool thing. If you're part of the community already, you'll be able to watch that. If you're not, it's really simple. Just send me an email or click the button below and fill out an application. And anyone who's an application or above within the company can be part of this powerful phone call. If not, that's cool too. But let's talk more about, what our options are. Number 3, what can you do right now? Like I said, in my sister's circumstances, I told her, Lise, you should go and start to train on this stuff because she has a unique set of skills that I know she can market that will help, especially in times like this. So what can you do? Maybe you don't want to become an online marketer, but maybe you want to do something else and you want to take the time now to learn these skills. You got downtime. You're probably going to be hunkered up for a while. So why not take this time and rather than waste it being frustrated and wondering, why me, all useless things to consider, why not go, okay, I've always wanted to blank, you fill it in, and then take steps to do that. Just a suggestion. The last thing, and I would suggest, and this is an option that you could absolutely do, and I know it'll make a huge difference for you, ask yourself how you can help others get through this. I know that nothing is better for our psyche than to help others. I know any parent will tell you they'll walk through fire for their kids. So if your children are fine and they're in a good place, what about your neighbors? Do you have some elderly neighbors that may need some looking after, or maybe go to the grocery store for them? Just do something to help out. Look, if ever you're going to be nice to your neighbors, now is the time. Please do so. Not only will you be helping your neighbors, but you'll be helping yourself. Look, the last option is kind of a crappy option, but it is an option, and that's to do nothing, sit in the house, and binge watch Netflix till this all blows over. And if you're in Chicago, you could order Uber Eats and weed and sit in your house and do nothing for probably a month. I wouldn't suggest that. I think there's better options here than that, but it is an option. One thing I know for sure is that in these tough times, it's either a period where people shrink or grow. And no matter what happens, it's your choice. I strongly urge you, go for the grow. Don't go for the shrink. And if where you want to grow is in an online business, click the link below and go ahead and fill out an app. Now the I got no time thing sounds like it's losing a little bit of steam here. Maybe this is the time. This is the time for you to take action, to change your skills, and possibly change your life. All right, as always, if you have any questions or comments, hit reply. I'm happy to answer. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and I hope you're taking my advice from the last video. All right, have an awesome day. Take care.